Mary, it's Melissa Lee at the NASDAQ market site. How do you share the cost or revenue of the charging network with Elon Musk, with Tesla? And does this mean that you might be partnering in the future? Because Elon Musk has tweeted just recently on the heels of the Ford announcement that he would be willing in the future to license other Tesla technology like full self-driving and autopilot.
Well, I think from a full self-driving perspective, General Motors has Cruise, and we're already operating level 4 autonomy in 3 cities, with 2 more being added. But of course, we're going to always look for ways to be more capital efficient. And this arrangement alone, this collaboration that we're doing, nearly doubles the amount of chargers that our GM customers will have access to. And frankly, we think we can save up to $400 million in the original $750 million that we allocated to this, because we've been able to do it faster and more effectively. And we're really looking for ways that we can be more capital efficient as we go forward. So if there's other opportunities to partner, we're going to be very open to them. In addition to this collaboration with Tesla, we also have a very important collaboration with Honda as well. So, we're demonstrating that. We're going to continue to do that, because I think being capital efficient in this environment that will allow us to get the best EVs out to the market is crucial in this transformation.
Mary, it's Phil. I have one other question for you. We are just a few months away from the UAW contract expiring, and you've heard the comments from Shawn Fain, the president of the UAW, basically saying, hey, look, you and the rest of the big 3 have had big profits over the last several years, and that it's time for you guys to, quote unquote, pay up when it comes to the rank and file members who are building GM vehicles. Are you confident you can avoid a strike in the fall, given the rhetoric that's already out there from the UAW?
Well, Phil, I think it's important that we actually get to the table and we start to problem solve. Of course, we have differences, but as you talk about record profits, one of the things I'm very proud of is we've shared that with our employees from a profit sharing perspective. So they've done quite well in participating in the success that they're important and vitally important to. When I think about the men and women of General Motors, and the fact that just a few weeks after we shut down, when no one knew what was happening in the world with COVID, they came back, they followed the safety protocols, and really, just did a phenomenal job. So I couldn't be more proud of the men and women of General Motors that work in whether it's our factories, our warehouses, across the company. And, we want to make sure that we problem solve. Again, we want to find a solution that's good for our employees, good for the company, because we need to continue to reinvest. And, right now we've made some important announcements about reinvesting in these plants, because I think job security is very important. To do that, the company has to be successful so we can continue to develop new products that customers want to buy. So I look forward to being able to have conversations and work through the issues that we have to get to a successful agreement.
Mary, I've got a question for you regarding Twitter. When you tweeted about the spaces that you're going to do with Elon today, that was the first time that you were back on Twitter since October 27th, I believe the date was, when Elon Musk took over. At that time, GM also discontinued advertising on the platform. Are you back on Twitter? Is GM going to continue its advertising?
Well, we've been on Twitter, especially for our customers, as they have questions, as they have comments, as they have issues. So we've been on Twitter all along. We're in the process right now of reimagining marketing. I think it's known that we are in the market to bring in a new head of marketing. And so I think that's a good question, and will be one of my first questions when this new person joins the GM team. So I definitely think it's possible.
Mary, thank you for joining us today. GM CEO Mary Barra joining us from Detroit on a day, Melissa, when this is significant news. You now have 2 of the largest automakers in this country, especially when it comes to EVs, joining in with the largest EV company, Tesla, and saying that's the charging standard that we're going to go with in the future. Melissa, back to you.